Hello, everyone. Lady DeWinter here. You haven't heard from me for a while, I know. Long story short, eye problems, issues, health issues. But I'm going to try to put out a video at least once a month. We'll see how that goes. But first of all, reason I'm here today is I have a planner dilemma. Now, you know from previous videos and hearing me talk that I have tried multiple planner systems, all kinds of different things. I had a medical planner, I had a budget planner, I had planner. I can't do that. I cannot keep up with 6 different planners. I can't even keep up with 2 different planners. So I have come up with a system, and this came to my attention when I went to the eye doctor and scheduled for my surgery, that they wanted to talk money, but I didn't have my money planner with me, so I couldn't talk money because I didn't know how much money I had. So I've decided to put everything into one planner. Now, I tried Frankenplanning, and that failed big time. Frankenplanning was not for me. So here's what I have come up with for my planner we're starting in March, so it's a whole new quarter at the end of this. So I'm starting it in March, but it'll go through the rest of the year. Oops, coffee in the way. Okay, let's get the coffee out of the way. There we go. Okay, I bought these little pockets from Amazon so I can keep stickers in them. Now, these are my budgeting stickers, and I got them from Sticker Packed. This talks about Amazon delivery. It's upside down, but Amazon delivery. This is money, and this is reoccurring expenses, and then I've got piggy banks here for savings. What this does, and I'll put this back in here like this, what this does is help me budget in my planner. Now, this is where I keep my receipts, so I remember to log everything that I buy in my planner. Then we move on. That's GTD. I don't know why I keep that in here. I don't even follow it. So that's my favorite quote. Y'all know you wake up every morning to fight the same demons that left you so tired the night before. And that, my love, is bravery. Here's my master to-do list where I keep my ideas. Now, I have a brain dump book. Just a notebook that I brain dump into regularly, and then I transfer it here. I've started kind of doing brain dumps here instead, and it's working out a little bit better for me. Now, here's my currently. Now, I know you can see the prices and all on my page, and that's okay. I'm not all that upset, although you don't need to see my income. So there you go. But anyway, there's TV shows I'm watching. This I'm going to change. I'm not using that. So here's some more brain dump stuff and notes and stuff. And here's my budget page. And then we flip the page over and we go to March. Now, here's the dates of all the bills I pay. Now, here's where those stickers, as you see, will come in very, very handy. And I don't know how to zoom this, so, but anyway, I've got my payday sticker. I've got a money sticker now this money sticker says that I have to pay that myself. That is not an auto pay situation. I have to pay that myself. So this I pay myself, that I pay myself, that. These are all auto pays. These stickers here are auto pays. And since I don't know what day that's coming out on, I put it between the two. These are auto pays. And then down here at the very bottom, I have my savings. Now over here, I have my to-do list for the month and what I need to buy. I'm going to do away with this and make this more budget friendly. This is going to start being my budget section of my planner. So after I'm done with that, I go here to the weekly, and I'll show you the current page. Hold on. There we go. Current page. Okay. I have my to-do list, and what I do is I transfer that back to other pages. This is my routines. I don't have a separate section for it. It's all the same routines. There's my litter box. That's my morning routine, my daytime routine, and my bedtime routine. And then I have a spending section here where I write down what I spend every dime. Everything I spend money on, I write down here. There's a reason for that. Here's my son's schedule. Here's my medication, because I've got this inhaler over here that I have to, and it's got a little number. And if I don't write that down, I don't remember whether I took it or not. So I write that down right there. So there's why I keep that inhaler. And then I keep what days I walk on. Then on here, I keep my everyday tasks like appointments, things that I have to know that's going to happen. Like they turn the water off for a few hours so that they can work on the road out there. And, that I have to water every certain day and that kind of thing. Then I keep how much water I drink and my lemon juice that I have to drink for my kidneys. All this is kept on this page. It's simple, it's easy, and what I can do is if I need more information, I simply flip. I keep it, and that was the easiest way for me to do it. You don't have to do a big fancy Franken planner unless you really, really need those sections. Everything you need can be kept somewhere on your planner with stickers, with stencils, just with your pen. I mean, I cover all this up. There's plenty of room up there to write. There's room down here to write. I cover it up with my pen. You could section this off and make this something else. It all depends. Now, I saw one video where the woman does all her budgeting in a dashboard planner. So, I mean, it's not like you have to have 20,000 different planners to meld into one. You can buy pages to do this. Now, let me show you my medical in the back, because I transferred medical into here. I bought these little pockets, and this was on a frosted divider. And this is where I keep all the appointments for the month. This I just keep in here because I love this little fox. He's so pretty. I love him. This is my medication list, which is marked so I can get to it easily. Then here is where I store medical paperwork and stuff. And then here I've got my appointments here, who I saw, what I saw for. And then I changed this up a little bit. That was going to be meds. I'm going to change that up, and that's just going to be notes. But I have the entire back of the sheet also for notes for when I visit my doctor. This is all you really need. You do not need a big, complicated planner for this. Now, in my home section, I have one page, and that's my emergency list, where everything that I will need for an emergency is. And then gardening and crochet is going to come out of here, because they don't need to be in this planner. I need to keep my budget, my health in this planner. Gardening, I don't need to actually keep a planner on. I mean, I didn't keep up with it anyway. The crocheting, I have a little notebook that I can write stuff into if I need, but I didn't. I just didn't remember to. All that little notebook has is like 2 or 3 pages with my measurements. That's it. I could write that somewhere in this planner too, on a sheet of paper in here. So, you do not need a great big fancy planner. You don't even have to use a happy planner. You can buy a lot of these pages. Heck, you can make them out of regular pieces of paper. Toll sells a bunch of paper that you can actually use for that, and you can draw your columns and all that if you're up to it. If you're not into that, then Natalie Rebecca Designs has some good pages. Crafty Mom, I forgot her channel, but I think it's Crafty Mom or something like that. I don't remember her name, but she's got a lot of great pages. I'll try to remember to link them in the description below. But she's got some really great pages, and they're inexpensive. The Happy Planner has gone up, I've noticed, since the people came back and bought it. Their prices have gone astronomical. And on a widow's pension, I can't afford that anymore. So I'll be going back to doing a lot of things myself. You can. You don't have to have a big fancy planner. You don't have to have Franken planning. You don't have to buy 8 happy planners just to stick it all together. And you don't have to do that, especially if you're on a budget. It's simple and easy to either draw your own pages, find a source where they sell them cheap, or, if you really like the Happy Planner, then buy a Happy Planner and just use the pages as you see here. I bought a few stickers. Boom. Some washi tape, some stickers, and boom, I've got a planner. So, I hope this helps. I hope you get some value out of this and this video. And yeah, I've been gone for a while. I don't know how often I'm going to record. We'll have to see. So, Until next time, this is Lady De Winter reminding you that you never have to spend a lot of money to do something you need done. You just have to be innovative. Bye bye for now.